Welcome to my channel. My name is Cynthia and you're watching Mountain Accent Sewing. Today is the reveal day for my collab with Mari at Mari Sews and Agata in Agata's Cottage. We decided to do workout wear, any garments that we wanted to make that we could use for our own personal workout. The only stipulation is that we decided we would use at least one free pattern out of whatever we made. I'm not sure what Mari is making or Agata, so be sure after you watch my video to go over to their channels and see what they have made. And I will link their channels and hopefully their videos down below. What did I make? I decided to make 2 free patterns and 2 patterns that I paid for so that I would have 2 outfits. The first pattern that I made is one that I featured in my Sew Frugal video from earlier this year, and it is the Mood Sewciety Erinus shorts. And I will insert, of course, photos of that. I made them out of this nylon spandex. And this is the first time that I have used nylon spandex. I was interested to see how I would do with it, and I ordered some that was less expensive. I believe I got this from fabricmart.com. I got 2 colorways. I have to say this multicolored one feels a little sleeker than the black one and was a little bit trickier to sew when it came to sewing with the sewing machine needle. Most of it I did on the serger or overlocker, and I had white thread in there, so I just used the white overlocking thread. But then when I went to hem it, I could not get it to sew with like a straight stitch with Mariflex. I ended up serging the ends, turning it up, and then doing a top stitch with a zigzag, and that worked for that. Now, if you've ever made this pattern before, you have this outside panel, you have a front panel, a back panel, and your waistband, and you're supposed to have this gusset piece. This is my gusset piece, and you can see it is not in my shorts. I even marked the little mark here, but with the mood patterns, they are free, but their instructions are also very limited. I could not make heads or tails out of the instructions for the gusset because it pretty much just told you to sew the gusset in. And there was a picture there with the gusset already installed, and it looked to me like, from the picture, that it should have had 2 of these that went inside the leg and joined here, but it only told me to cut 1 of these. So if anyone knows how to put a gusset into the Erinus shorts, please let me know. These fit without the gusset, but I'll be limited on how I can use them. There'll be no yoga poses or Pilates or anything like that. It'll be simple walking, and I may be okay on the spin bike, but definitely no stretches. And they have a very large size range, and it goes from a size 0 to 30, and I made a size 16. So that is the Mood Sewciety Erinus shorts. I decided I wanted a matching top, and I had lots of this slinky nylon spandex material. And I was going to make the Alien Mac pocket curved hem tee, but then I remembered that I already had the Itch to Stitch Lego tank top pattern, and I thought, well, it would work great for this pattern, and I knew that I would be able to attach the armbands and the neckband with overlock and serge. I did top stitch those down with a zigzag, and then I used a zigzag on the bottom. I overlocked it first, turned it up, and made a zigzag. And I will insert a picture of me wearing both of these. But for the Itch to Stitch Lego tank top, it comes to 0 to size 20. And that is a bust of 31 and an 1/8 to a 46-inch bust. And the waist of 25 and 3/8 to 40.5, hip of 33 and 1/4 to 48-inch hip. So it's not a huge size range. Now I made the same size that I've made previously, and I actually had cut it out when I was smaller, but it still fits. And I don't recall the exact size that I made, but I think it was a size 12. I don't have it marked on my pattern pieces either, but I believe it was a size 12. And that is a great pattern. It works great for other knit fabrics, but it also works great for athletic fabric. That is my 2 free patterns, and I really like the way they turned out. I had some black of the nylon spandex left over, and I was going to make another Lego tank out of it, but I didn't have quite enough to get it out. But moving on to my paid for patterns, I decided to make 2 Greenstyle creation patterns. I wanted a pair of leggings, that full-length leggings that I would be able to wear when the weather gets a little bit cooler also, so I made Greenstyle Resolution Leggings. And there's a few options for this pattern. You can actually make shorts or capris or full-length leggings, and it comes in a regular length and a tall length. And I actually, when I sent it off for printing, I did the tall length, and they are very long, so I maybe could have gotten by with a regular length, but I really like my leggings. When I do wear them full length, I want them to be really long. There are a couple of waistband options, and on the waistband you have an optional compression fabric layer, which I did not have any compression fabric, so I did not put that in there. There is also an optional clear elastic that you can put in around the top of the waistband, and I had some, but when I was hunting through my elastics, I could not find it, and so I left that out. However, I know I have some because I found it when I was making something else last week, so go figure. But these leggings fit great. I'm wearing them right now, but I will insert pictures and a little video clip that I took wearing these. And the leg piece is one large pattern piece, and you're cutting 2 of those mirror images, and so you only have an inseam. There are no outer seams. There is also an optional pocket that you can put on the sides, and I wanted for this to be my first legging pattern. Also, like I said, being brand new to athletic fabric, I did not want to do something very complicated, so I left the pockets off. There's also an optional gusset piece. Now look at this gusset piece. It's very tiny, and you're cutting 2 of those, and you're actually sewing it so that it's like one piece and attaching it in. And even though it's a very tiny gusset piece, I feel like it gives you that extra little bit of stretch that you need. So I would be able to wear these leggings for doing yoga or Pilates or other exercises that would require more stretching involved. And for I made a size G because there's a letter pattern, and so their pattern comes from a B to a G. A B to an M, and I made a size G, which I fall into that size bracket. And I do not have my instructions for that, but I think the Greenstyle measurement chart is the same regardless of their patterns, and I have it for this top that I'm wearing, which is also a Greenstyle pattern. Their measurements for the bust is from a 30-inch bust to 61. Waist is 22-inch to 57, and hip measurement of 32 to 62. So it's a very good size inclusive size range. Now for this top that I made, it is the Greenstyle Studio to Street Pullover, and I will try to insert pictures of what I'm talking about, but here is where I have printed out, and you want to see that you have lots of options of crew neck, V-neck, cropped length, full curved hem, a hem band. You can have a sleeve, or you can have a hem band or cuff at the sleeve, hem band at the bottom, crew neck, V-neck. So you got all kinds of options. Again, I wanted to keep it simple for to try out their pattern to see if I like it, but eventually I would like to try like maybe a crew neck front and the V-neck in the back, or even though you can do a V-neck front, a low V-neck, or a low V-neck or a shorter V-neck, and then you could have that in the front or the back. Same with the crew, you can do front or back, and that is the version that I opted for. Now for this pattern, if you do a V-neck, then you would cut that front piece or the back piece for the V-neck as two pieces, so you'd have a center front or center back seam. But if you do crew neck front and a crew neck back, then you cut both pieces on the fold, and that is what I did. I just did a crew neck in the front and a crew neck in the back. I did the cuff, the hem cuff, and I also did the hem band at the bottom. And I did change out for this one. I put in black overlocking thread because I wanted it to be not noticeable. And I sized down because on this particular pattern it said that it was made to be more oversized and maybe even hang off the shoulder, and I definitely didn't want it to hang off the shoulder, which it fits nicely everywhere except for this cuff on the arm feels just a little bit tighter, which I have been doing more upper arm exercises lately, and it's possible that my arm has gotten a little bit, it's not a lot of muscle, but it may be larger than what it was. So if I make it again, I might order grade out there to a size G, but I did make a straight size F, and because of the fabric restrictions that I had on the piece of black cotton jersey that I had left, I didn't make the band as wide. It would have been maybe another 1/4 inch longer like a ½ inch, and then of course you're folding it in half, so it would be like a 1/4 inch longer on my arm than what it currently is. But it worked out great. And I'm very happy with both outfits. I like the Greenstyle Patterns better. The Erinus shorts is great, but like I said, they'd be better if I could figure out how to put the gusset in. But since I have this Resolution pattern that fits me well and has the gusset piece, and you can make these into shorts, so I could just use this pattern. Now the Stitch Lago Tank, I definitely would make it again. And you could make it for workouts. You could even use a cotton jersey or other athletic fabric, not just nylon spandex. But I'm glad that Agata mentioned in earlier video from way back at the beginning of the year, she mentioned that she would like to do some collabs with other YouTubers this year. And then I saw sometime around February or March, I think she was talking about that she wanted to make more clothes that she could wear for walking or exercising in. And that prompted me to reach out to her to say I'd be interested in doing a collab, and I would like to do the workout wear because it forced me to try new fabric that I hadn't sewn with before. Because if I hadn't have joined in on this collab, I probably wouldn't have been I wouldn't have purchased, you know, the athletic knit to sew, and I'm glad I did it, because I definitely will be making more. Because once you make your own leggings and see how comfortable they are compared to the store-bought leggings, I have quite a few pair of store-bought ones in my wardrobe, and sometimes they feel great when you first put them on, but then since I've gained just a little bit of weight since I bought them, they feel too tight and like they're going to cut me in two, and I'm like, who wants to wear that? And so I will definitely be making more leggings in my future. I hope you've enjoyed this workout collab video. And like I said at the beginning of this video, if you don't already subscribe to Agata's channel in Agata's Cottage, or Mari at Mari Sews, go over and give them a like and subscribe. Also look for Mari's video to come out early September for Project Dress-A-Girl. I'm going to be joining the Project Dress-A-Girl vlogging tour and helping promote the Project Dress-A-Girl project that she does every year for the past few years. And I know Agata's going to be helping out with that also. So we will see you again soon, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.